Hi everyone, welcome to e-learning. In this video, we are going to see a problem on unit costing. Let us see the problem first. The problem goes like this. The following data relate to the manufacturing of a standard product during the 4 weeks of July 31, 2017. The first thing is raw materials consumed rupees 4 lakhs, direct wages rupees 2 lakhs 40,000, office overheads 10% on works cost, selling and distribution rupees 1 rupee 60 paisa per unit produced, that is total units produced 20,000 units sold only 18,000 units, so it is 2,000 units is closing stock of finished goods. Machine hour rate is 40 per hour and machine hour worked is 1000 hours. That is, our manufacturing or factory cost is based on the machine hour worked and machine hour rate. Then finally, selling price per unit is rupees 50 per unit. You need to prepare a cost sheet showing cost per unit of the product at each stage and show the profit. So let us proceed with the solution. This is the cost sheet, and here the large column, that is the particulars, total cost, then cost per unit. Already know we have the various breakups in a cost sheet. It starts with direct material, direct wages and direct expenses, and for that we need to add factory overhead, office overhead, selling and distribution overheads. So these all breakups are there. First I will start with direct raw materials. So in a problem they have given raw materials consumed directly. Raw materials consumed amounted to rupees 4 lakhs. For this we need to add direct wages amounted to rupees 2 lakhs 40,000. Then cost per unit we need to find out by the total units produced. Here in a problem they have mentioned unit produced is 20,000 units. So I will write it here for your reference, that is 20,000 units. So 4 lakh divided by 20,000 is 20 rupees per unit. 2 lakh 40,000 divided by 20,000 is 12 rupees per unit. So here there are two direct raw materials consumed and direct wages, and one more thing we need to add it here, that is direct expenses, but in a problem they have mentioned direct expenses, so we need to add these two. If you add these two, here it is 6 lakhs 40,000 and 20 plus 12 is 32 rupees per unit. So this 6 lakhs 40,000, that is what combination of direct material, direct wages and direct expenses we call as prime cost. This is prime cost. Then for this we need to add factory overhead or manufacturing overhead. Here add factory overhead. In a problem they have mentioned factory overhead, it is based on machine hour worked and machine hour rate. So here machine hour is 1000 hours, so the per hour machine hour rate is 40 per hour, 40 per hour. Machine hour is 1000 hours and rate for a particular machine hour per hour is 40 rupees. So 1000 multiplied by 40 rupees will get 40,000. Then if we add these two, if you here we add it here, 6 lakh 40,000 plus 40,000 is 6 lakhs 80,000. Then 40,000 divided by 20,000 is 2 rupees. 6 lakhs 80,000 divided by 20,000 is 34,000. This we call as works cost or factory cost. Then the next would be add office overhead. Office overhead or administrative overhead. Then here office overhead they have mentioned something called office overhead is it is charged 10% on works cost. So 10% on works cost, that is our works cost is 6 lakhs 80,000 into 10%, that is 10 divided by 100. So 6 lakhs 80,000, 10% is 68,000 rupees. 68,000 divided by 20,000 units is will get 3 rupees 40 paisa. Then if we add this we'll get here 34 plus 3.4 is 37 rupees 40 paisa. Then here 0 0 0 8 8 plus 6 is 14, 6 plus 1 is 7, that is 7 lakh 48,000. This we call as cost of production. Cost of production. Then in a problem they have mentioned something called unit produced and units sold. There is 2000 units difference in unit produced and unit sold. So we treat this as a opening stock of finished goods and closing stock of finished goods. So here for add opening stock of finished goods. So opening stock of finished goods they have not mentioned in a problem, so we treat nil. Then we need to deduct closing stock of finished goods. Closing stock of finished goods. So it is here. They have produced 20,000 units and they sold only 18,000 units. Then 2,000 units are remains in a warehouse or a company. So this 2,000 units is nothing but closing stock of finished goods. So closing stock of finished goods is 2,000 units. It is 2,000 units. You will take it here 2,000 units. Then for this we need to charge the cost per unit is till the cost of production is 37 rupees 40 paisa. So 2000 units into 37.40, that is comes around 74 4,800, here 37.40. Then from cost of production, if we deduct closing stock of finished goods, we will get 67,000, 6,73,200, that is 37.40. This we call as cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is 6,73,200, and this cost of goods sold, that I will take it here, cost of goods sold, that is cost of goods sold amounted to rupees 6,73,200. 6,73,200. Cost per unit is 37 rupees 40 paisa. Then for this we need to add one more overhead, that is selling and distribution overhead. So here selling and distribution overhead 1.60 paisa per unit, that is 1 rupees 60 paisa per unit. Then we need to charge only for goods sold. How many units of goods sold? We have totally 20,000 units produced minus 18,000 is sold. So here 20,000 minus 18,000 units is 2,000 units. Then we have only sold 18,000 units. So based on 18,000 we charge at rupees 1 rupees 60 paisa. So we have only sold 18,000 units out of 20,000 units produced. So 18,000 into 1 rupee 60 paisa is amounted to rupees 28,800. If we add these two, cost of goods sold and selling and distribution, cost of goods sold 6,73,000 and selling and distribution is 28,800. If you add these two, we will get 7,02,000 rupees. Then 37.40 plus 1.60 is here 0, 37 plus 2 is 9, 39 rupees per unit. This is cost of sales. Then I will leave one line here and I will write up here sales. Sales, they are given sales per unit is, that is selling price per unit is 50 rupees per unit. So I will write it here 50 rupees per unit. Then we have sold only 18,000 units. So 18,000 into 50 rupees per unit, that is amounted to rupees 9 lakhs. 9 lakh. I will close it here. So the difference, if it is comes in a positive, we will take it as a profit. If it comes in a negative, we will treat it as a loss. So 9 lakhs minus 7 lakhs 2,000. Here we will get 1 lakh 98,000. Then difference 50 rupees minus 39 rupees is 11 rupees per unit. So it is a positive, we treat as a profit. This is profit margin, that is 1,98,000 rupees in total and rupees 11 per unit. So this is with relation to the solution for a particular problem. Here the raw material is consumed, then direct wages, it will be treated as a prime cost. Then if we add factory overhead, then we treat it as a works cost. If we add office overhead, then it is the cost of production. If you add and deduct opening stock of finished goods and closing stock of finishing goods, it will be cost of goods sold. Then if we add selling and distribution, that we will call as cost of sales. Then if you add a profit, then finally we will get a sales. Take a note of this. Thank you.